Hey Aquarius, welcome to your reading. This is your 2022 December predictions. It is so lovely to have you here. By the way, I forget to mention this in every reading. If you would like to click and begin your reading straight away, you don't want to, watch this preparation process. I do it in a minute. I love to include your energies. But if you want to start right away, I always leave a timestamp down in the description box. You can click on it and begin your reading right away. Other than that, I just love including your energies as part of the preparation. It takes a couple of seconds, if not a minute, to shuffle the cards with you. I feel like it does make a difference in your reading. This is, of course, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I always advise you to watch the three. You'll find that as you watch the three signs, you get a full picture of what's going on in your month. Each planet deals with something different, and sometimes you watch something in your sun sign and you get more details about it either in your moon or your rising. So yeah, make sure you check it out. If you don't have the time, at least watch your rising sign. You will feel that it's the sign that will resonate with you the most because it deals with your outside world. And one last thing I would like to point out is that you guys sometimes ask me, how do I find out my moon sign or my rising sign? There are a lot of free websites that calculate it for you. Google what's my moon and rising. You'll get a couple of websites, free websites. Click on one of them, enter the date of birth and time of birth, and it's going to calculate it for you in a matter of seconds. All right, my dear Aquarius, let's begin your reading. Let's find out what's going on for you in the month of December. Isn't this wonderful? Right off the bat, we have the Lover's card. I wonder what this is going to show us in your reading. You also have the Three of Wands with experiencing. So this tells me that you're going to have a wonderful experience in the month of December that you will really love. Whether this is a romantic experience or a traveling experience or something that you're doing new, maybe that you will enjoy very much, my dear Aquarius. So that's very clear in your reading. You also have the Tower card. And you have the Fool card and the Magician now. Three major arcanas. This is a major event here. Something as a surprise is beginning anew magically. Like this is literal translation to your cards. And it's fortunate because we have the Rabbit. Also, this surprising event, my dear Aquarius, is shifting your reality. Because with the god Janus here, we see the god Janus looking towards the past and towards the future. So it's kind of like a cornerstone, this event in your life. It's changing or defining your past from your future. Major change with the major arcana, but it's a fortunate one. And it is one that will feel magical. Perhaps this is what you are experiencing here, my dear Aquarius. Wow, I love that. You also have the Four of Swords. And you have, wow, the Wheel of Fortune. My dear Aquarius, this is a very fortunate month for you, or fortunate time for you. After, with the Four of Swords, after a lot of mourning, a lot of sadness, a lot of crying. This tells me, because we see here the past and the future, it looks like Janus looking at the past, it's full of explosions, full of unfortunate times. And the god Janus looking at the future looks magical. It looks very fortunate. Do you see that? So your life is shifting. This is for sure. And it's in December with the 0 here, this is a defining moment for you. December is a month that you will remember for the rest of your life, my dear Aquarius. It's sudden. It's sudden. Beginning of December, perhaps. I'll check the dates for you. But with December, you're experiencing a new world that you love. A new defining world. Very fortunate times. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. We'll get more information. So you have the Five of Swords. Oh, 3. And you have the Six of Swords and the 10 of Cups. Wow. All right. I see. Right, let's take a look at your oracle cards. I feel like we need to take this one and not the one up top. You have the snake and fern starting over. Do you see that, Aquarius? I've been telling you. And let's pick up this card. You have listen. Right, and let's pick up a tea leaf for you. Clouds, temporary problems. I also feel this one sliding out. Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Right. So what is going on here? Yeah, we already established that you're experiencing a new world this time. With the Six of Swords, this tells me for some reason this was a long time coming where you may be planning for this. And it was taking time to come into full fruition. Again, we see the rabbit here from another deck. So you're very fortunate, but it's been taking its time. You know, with the carriage, this is kind of giving me an idea. You know how when, let's for example say you're at a party, you really hate it, it's like a mess, you don't like it, and you have to endure the craziness and maybe the weird things people are doing at you, the weird things people are, the weirdness that people are treating you with in the party. You're like, okay, I'm not gonna have to deal with these people for too long. I just have to wait for my cab to come in, just 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes, or whatever, 30 more minutes, whoever is coming to pick me up, I'll be done with this craziness. So I kind of feel like with the snake and the Five of Swords, this cat and rat fight, and with the tower, things have been imploding. Things have been imploding. May not appear on the outside of your world, but in your internal world, you can see that things were slowly imploding, and you have a cap coming, but it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. Having someone saying something nasty, and you don't want to do anything crazy because you're leaving anyways. You don't want to get yourself angry in this party. You don't want to hit back in a silly way and escalate things because you're leaving anyways, right? So you're like, with the temporary problems, I see you're like, I'm gonna leave this. If I can just hold my temper, hold my reactions for just a little bit more, even if it's half an hour, even if it's taking longer than it should, I'm leaving. I don't need to engage myself. They can put whatever labels they want on me. They can do whatever they want. I'm leaving. I don't need to engage or react to this. And finally, your cab is here and you're like, finally, you've taken so long. You ride in the cab, you forget about this party forever and you move on. So this could be, for example, some sort of implosion happening. Maybe the place where you live, in your office, somewhere. It's just been getting worse and worse, and you're being picked out of it right at the moment where it could collapse. And you're waiting for this employer. They want to hire you, but they've been taking long. Maybe they've been taking a couple of months to call you back and say, all right, we're ready. Come on, let's go. Or maybe an investor promised you to begin and they keep calling you. I promise, just give me this one more month. We're getting there. Just give me one more month. Some postponement has been happening in your life to something very fortunate that you've been looking forward to. And you're like, oh, I'm going to get there. I'm taking myself out. But you weren't taken out. So, excuse me, you had to be very patient and move in a very smart way through this implosive part of your life. And at the nick of time, in December, you're being taken out and finally taken to your resting place, your wonderful place that you've been looking forward to going towards. You're finally leaving all of this behind. That's why we have the god Janus centering your reading. The past is in the past and the future is something else. Here we see that you are going to be very lucky. With this tower now, you are depicted as being up top. It's like you're in a high position or a high place where you're not reachable. What used to bother you or what used to go wrong cannot touch you anymore. This could be anything, you know, tricky financial situation, tricky people to deal with, bad office life, you name it. It could be any troubling situation in your life. Now, with this high place in this tower-like card, I feel like you're now safe. You're very much outside of all of this, protected from all of that. In fact, now you've entered into your new chapter of being very fortunate. Now you love the experience, and that's why they're temporary problems. They're done. They're in the past. And you're this time in December, I think it would be a beginning of something that you love, a new beginning, a new cornerstone in your life, where the way you're experiencing your life is very different. You're really in love and you're enjoying what you're getting in your new life. In fact, you have the 10 of Cups showing ultra enjoyment. You're really basking into this beautiful energy surrounding you. Let's see what this new experience is for you, Aquarius. Let's pick up cards and get more information. Where are you moving to? Whether metaphorically speaking or for real, I don't know. Let's find out what this is that you're experiencing here that you love so much. You have the King of Cups, the Emperor. You're in a stronger position now. Okay, a stronger foundation. A strong foundation this time that you love. You also have the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. 3 of Swords. You know, it looks like the Death card. A transformation to some sort of sadness, which we saw here. Okay. And the 8 of Wands. Looks like a Sagittarius, right? Again, confirming the idea that it's happening for sure in December. So now let's take a closer look at your cards and see what is that? What is this new experience here? Oh, look at that. It could be a higher position because we keep seeing you up high, and then the Emperor and the King of Cups. So maybe you are taking on a new position at work that you really love. And the experience is so much different because maybe here you're so much more respected. You don't have to deal with a lot of the nasty things that you used to deal with and all the fights just to get something done. Things were slow. It was unbearable. Maybe there were a lot of snaky people causing a lot of trouble. So that could be one thing. It definitely could be a higher position. This could be... Oh, 8 of Wands. This could be traveling as well. Maybe you're moving. Right, we did see... Did we see the 6 of Swords? No, we saw the Chariot here. Yeah. Maybe you're moving, right? Moving from one location to the other. The idea of moving has been strong this month. Or shifting. With the balance here in the 3 of Swords, this could be a presentation of some sort of new law or rule that you know was going to come out, and now this rule is protecting you from something. Yeah, putting you in a safer position, this rule, you know? Like, for example, you know, let's say with parents and children, like, for example, you were worried about you losing your child or something, you know, to the other parent who may be unfair, not allowing you to spend time with them. you knew that this law was coming to protect your rights too as a parent, and it's finally out. So at the nick of time, it's finally out, and you're in a much safer position. You get to see your child. That's just an example, of course, in terms of what I mean by a new rule or a new law coming to protect you at the nick of time. It could, so we said, establish traveling, new position, new law being presented. It could be you presenting a new topic for your thesis and your professors agree on it. It could be you presenting a great idea to an investor that they agree on. Yeah, something that you knew was coming is now happening in your life, my dear Aquarius. This is happening in December. This looks very interesting. I wouldn't be the slightest bit surprised if you don't know what I'm talking about. But this is what I see in your cards. You're going to be very fortunate in the month of December. Something is like happening instantaneously, as I've explained, that's changing. It's like a cornerstone in your life, taking the old energies away and you starting to experience life in a way that you really love, my dear Aquarius. I'm so happy for you here. Dates. How about we check the dates for you? Like, when can you expect this new change to happen, this instant change to happen? Can we kind of get more information for Aquarius, please? The Teacher, which is the Hierophant, the Knight of Wands. This is fairly quickly. And you have the Page of Cups. So I would say fairly quickly, but we see something being written here, a closed message. To be honest with you, I feel like you're supposed to find out when it's time. You're not meant to know, it seems to me. You're not meant to know the time right now for one reason or the other. But what I can tell you, that it's happening fairly quickly for you, my dear Aquarius. Ooh, such a magical reading. I'm so curious about what is happening in your life here. Let's see what else, my dear Aquarius. So, wow, you have the Star card beginning your reading with silence, like something is quietly, a dream come true is quietly happening for you. And you have the Five of Pentacles with the Outsider. Interesting. What is that? Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. Ooh, thanks. So you have the King of Swords. You have the Devil card. Okay. You have the Sun card. The Death card. The amount of major arcana appearing in your reading, my dear Aquarius, is unbelievable. Okay, so it looks like a major month for you, that's for sure. You have, we took 1, 2, 3, right? The Two of Swords and the Empress card. Okay, let's take a look at your Oracle cards. It looks like this one wants to come out. Thank you. What is that? The Porcupine and Anemone with Boundaries. Okay. You have Courage. Okay. Interesting. And you have Venus in Capricorn with Convention. What's that? Let's pick up a tea leaf for you. You have Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. That's amazing. Right. So right off the bat, I do see that you will be freed from a certain situation where you were kept out of the loop. You were stuck. You know, you were like an outsider to some people. You know, this could be family. This could be work. Yeah, you were being ostracized. With the ostrich here, you've been ostracized by a group of people. With the Devil card here, it's been very hurtful, very mean, unnecessarily mean. And I see with the Porcupine and Anemone here that you've been trying to set boundaries with these people, but it kept you feeling alone, and it almost felt like it was dark and like a death on the inside of your soul. You were so alone, so sad, because they ostracized you this way. I'm so sorry, my dear Aquarius. I really am. So now we see with triumph over troubles, you've been secretly wishing maybe to get out of this situation. Here on the Sun card, it says, well, I keep telling you about this one, le voyage à travers l'impossible, which means a vacation to across the impossible, right? So it looks like this month you are crossing over, moving maybe away from these people. You're crossing over that obstacle in your life. How? Let's take a closer look here. How's that happening for you, Aquarius, with these people? Because with the rope around this devil card here, it's like you couldn't move. That's why you were really hoping. I see you stuck everywhere. I'm so sorry, Aquarius. My God, I'm so sorry. So the question now is, how are you crossing what seemed at least impossible here? Have courage. You're gonna be bold. You're gonna do something bold, especially with the Sun card. You're doing something bold. What is it? Voyage and this flying eagle. This could be traveling for some of you. Leaving. I'm not sure yet what it is you're doing, other than the traveling or flying that I'm seeing. I'm sure the more I look into your cards, my dear Aquarius, I'll be able to extract it for you. But you're doing something bold. And this is really interesting. Let me get your card, this Tower card that we just saw. One quick second. There we go. I see something similar here. Remember when we said you seem untouchable here? And I'm starting to understand why, actually. You know how the porcupine, it has these quills on its back, and then it turns itself into a ball. It turns inward into a ball, and it's able to protect itself this way. Also, the anemone, it has these fragile petals, and during the rainfall, it turns downwards so that the rainfall doesn't ruin its beautiful, delicate petals. So I'm seeing the idea of going inwards, being secretive, closing everyone out, closed doors. And so, you're doing what they've done to you. So just as they've kept you on the outside, but we're able to watch you, now, my dear Aquarius, you are the one who's going to put yourself in a secret place. You're now being very secretive. You know, people don't know what you're up to. You're turning yourself inwards. People can't see what you're doing. Even I, as I was going through your reading, I'm like, Aquarius, what are you doing? I don't know. I couldn't read it in your cards, and this was a sign on itself. You're doing something bold. Now that we know that you're being secretive, perhaps the reading will now allow us to know what you're doing. But other than that, you're going inwards in such a secretive way. The energy of your reading here is showing us that you're doing something that you hope for, that you wish for, that you love. In silence, nobody knows what you're up to, my dear Aquarius. And it's a very bold move. It's an end of a chapter in your life. We saw that with the god Janus. Unbelievable. Yeah, we saw that with the god, you know what I mean, with the god Janus. New chapter in your life. Something has ended and you're starting new. Now you're doing something that seems kind of impossible, at least kind of impossible to believe, with the people that ostracized you. And I'm so curious. What are you going to do that seems nearly impossible here? Let's find out together, my dear Aquarius. What is Aquarius going to do that will seem impossible to others here? With the ostrich, you could be in a very unique position. Let's find out. So we have the Knight of Wands. Can we please get information for Aquarius on what it is that they're doing that might seem impossible? Knight of Wands, King of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Whoa. Wow, 9 of Pentacles. What is that, my dear Aquarius? I'm so curious now. These are poppy flowers as well, showing the idea of sedativeness, calm, tranquility. And then the 9 of Pentacles, like maybe you're living in some sort of dream with the star as well appearing here. You're secretly doing, going through a dream, making a dream come true for yourself. Yeah, we see that with the Empress card. You know, pampering yourself. Also, that's what the 9 of Pentacles is about. Oh my dear Aquarius, I'm so curious. Your energy is so secretive. Can we please know, with the permission of Aquarius, what they're up to this month, please? 3 of Cups. Knight of Wands and King of Cups, both of them, show a potent energy of you moving towards something you are so ecstatic about, that you're so passionate and in love with. You are going after a certain dream boldly. Yeah. And although we did see a carriage or a chariot in your reading, you are the one who initiated for this chariot to pick you up, or for this dream to happen for you. So, for example, with the idea of the investor, you are the one who approached the investors and now you have a meeting with them. Or you are the one who went on this interview and now you're waiting for the phone call. You are the one who prepared your visa and now it's ready. Something like that, right? So you initiated something that seems almost impossible for the people who ostracized you to believe, that to even imagine that you have the capability to do it in the first place. But you're bold, Aquarius. You've been taking bold steps, but with the bold steps that you've been taking, it was a bit slow. You've been, that's why we see the waiting. You've been bold, you've taken the steps, you had to endure so much, but you're like, where is this? Why isn't it happening? I took the bold step. It's taking long. And you had to endure what was going on without seeing when it's going to happen. So it's happening in December for you. Boy, when I talk about you living the dream, I think this is what I'm going to call your reading. Living the dream. When I talk about you living the dream, this is not an understatement at all. In fact, you're like, okay, so you ostracized me, you kept me out, goodbye, I'm leaving this whole thing together, you can keep it, enjoy it, bye-bye. And you're moving towards your dream. You're no longer worried about what is going on here. 3 of Cups also kind of shows me that you're maybe building a new community as well through maybe the activity. This could be many things, by the way. If this is your project and you're building a new team and you're so excited, an exciting team that is ready to rumble with you. If this is a new environment as opposed to the people who ostracize you, these are exciting people that you're gonna have a lot of fun with. A totally different energy here that you will be celebrating. My dear Aquarius, this is a new chapter in your life, beginning December, that you will absolutely love. You, my dear Aquarius, are living the dream in December. I know I tried to extract time for you. We're not supposed to know the time. I tried it, like we can see writing, we can see an enclosed message. I got the intuitive idea that we're not getting time, but we did see the Knight of Wands. So expected to happen right away in December, and you'll find in due time, my dear Aquarius. But I do have a note to tell you with the King of Swords and the Two of Swords. And they're calling out at me at the same time because they're both swords. They caught my attention at the same time. And I kind of feel here that the message is, when you're in doubt in this new journey, because it's a new chapter for you. There's a lot of things that you're not going to be seeing coming into your life. Although I will tell you, boy, will you be pampered in this new chapter. It's a beautiful, unique new chapter for you. But see, the swords going down in the King of Swords, swords downwards is kind of like submission. Meaning, whenever you're doubting something or you're afraid, this new chapter in your life is meant to be bold, beautiful, amazing. You're meant to live the dream here, as we're calling your reading. So when in doubt, submit, to the universe. Submit to the universe. And know that you're going to be getting the best. And this is exactly what I see in your message, my dear Aquarius. I wish you the best of luck from my heart. May you be blessed this month and for the rest of your life. Congratulations on this new chapter, on this new dream. May you always be blessed, my dear Aquarius. Love you. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear Aquarius. This book could really help you out in your visions and dreams. You can set goals for the next year. Not just that, but actually complete them, go through them, and achieve your dreams with this book. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear Aquarius, wishing you the best. And I'll catch you in the next reading.